360 million years ago. Long before the first dinosaur took its first breath.
The Earth was a very different place.
There were no trees on land, no birds in the sky, and the silence of the continents was deafening. But beneath the waves, a reign of terror had begun.
This was the Devonian Period, known to science as the Age of Fishes.
But these were not the fishes you know today. In these primordial oceans, evolution was experimenting.
With armor, size, and power on a scale never seen before. And ruling over this alien underwater kingdom was a monster that nightmares are made of. It was a creature so heavily armored it resembled a tank.
A predator so large it dwarfed everything else in the ecosystem.
It possessed a weapon so devastating that even millions of years later, it remains one of the most powerful biological mechanisms ever discovered. This is not a shark. It is not a reptile. It is Dunkleosteus terrelli, first true apex predator in the history of our planet. To understand the scale of this beast, we must look at the world it inhabited.
The Devonian seas were warm, shallow, and teeming with life.
Reefs of sponge and coral stretched for thousands of miles.
But danger lurked in every shadow. The waters were crowded with ancient sharks,
Shelled cephalopods, and other armored fish.
Yet, when Dunkleosteus entered the scene, growing up to 30 feet in length and weighing over 4 tons.
it was the size of a modern killer whale. Encased in thick, bony plates, its skull was virtually indestructible. This external armor acted like a helmet,
protecting the brain and vital organs from the struggles of violent prey.
But the true horror lay inside that armored box. Dunkleosteus did not have teeth.
Instead, the edges of its jawbones were sharpened
into self-sharpening fangs. Two pairs of razor-sharp, bony plates hung from the upper jaw.
Shearing against two pairs on the lower jaw.
Like a pair of industrial guillotines. Every time it closed its mouth, the blades sharpened themselves.
For decades, paleontologists puzzled over how this mechanism worked.
When modern technology allowed us to simulate the bite, the results were terrifying.
Dunkleosteus could generate a bite force.
Of over 8,000 pounds per square inch.
That is comparable to the bite of a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
And significantly stronger than a great white shark.
It could crush bone, shatter shells,
and snap through the armor of other placoderms with effortless ease.
Nothing in the Devonian Ocean was safe. But brute force was only half the equation.
Speed was the other. ये बात लेते हैं कि दोस्त हैंडियो के को बाटे दे है जिसदा है जो वीडियो करेंगे कि बांधी गाने हैं
Mon. Engineering analysis of the skull linkage suggests that Dunkleosteus was a suction feeder.
By rapidly opening its massive jaws.
It created a vacuum so powerful.
That prey was pulled into the mouth in milliseconds.
One moment, a primitive shark is swimming freely.
The next, it is gone.
Sucked into the crushing void of the Dunkleosteus maw.
This combination of suction and shearing force
made it the ultimate killing machine.
Fossils found in the Cleveland Shale of Ohio. Tell a brutal story. We have found Dunkleosteus armor plates
with bite marks that match the jaws of their own kind.
This suggests that they were cannibals. Fighting each other for territory or mates. In these clashes of titans, only the strongest armor and the fastest jaws survived.
It was a world of violence, where the only law was eat or be eaten.
Dunkleosteus and its placoderm kin were doomed. The end of the Devonian Period.
Brought catastrophic changes to the Earth's oceans. The Hindenburg event, a mass extinction,
Wipe them out completely.
The reign of the armored fish ended.
Clearing the way for sharks to take over the oceans.
Today, all that remains are the terrifying skulls.
Staring out from museum displays.
They are a reminder of a time
When our planet was ruled by monsters of a different design. A time when the ocean was a battlefield of armor and bone. Dunkleosteus was the first king of the beasts.
A pioneer of predation.
And arguably, the most frightening creature to ever patrol the deep.